What's going on, YouTube? It's James with ChiHammer Fantasy Battle Reports, and I'm still sick, but I'm feeling a little bit better because I just took a nap and I feel great. I'm at my gym actually too, which is really funny that I take a nap at my gym. I actually have a hammock in the basement, but you guys don't really give a rat's ass about my gym, my hammock, or my basement, or my nap. So let's go over what happened in round 3 of the Gauntlet. Now, round 3, we're still down one player. Ian. Or was it Ian? No, Ian was still there. Ian actually played my brother. I forgot who dropped out. Somebody dropped out. So I am the ringer, and as the ringer, I am going to go ahead and play based on my points. And based on my points, I'm playing against Jake motherfucking Murphy. Now, for those of you who do not know, Jake motherfucking Murphy is an excellent player. He's always a top 5 finisher. Always a top 5 finisher. He went to Masters the year I met him. He, if there was a Masters last year, he would have been there too because he was like a top 10 in the U.S. And he's going in Team USA this year in ETC Salamanca, Spain. So Jake motherfucking Murphy is no joke. Now, Jake and I have had a history of going against each other. I believe I lost every game up to a point, and then after that point we tied, and then I got a big win last game we played, which was my close combat army, but that was 1.1 rules. And then now 1.3, this is our first game, 1.3. So Jake Murphy has he brought out his Dread Elves. And not only did he bring out his Dread Elves, now if you guys watched my last game, you would notice I brought out kind of close to a gun line. I got like 80-something shots, strain 3 bow shots on my Orcs. And I'm thinking like, man, that's a lot of freaking shots, man. I got 20 crossbows, I got 20 freaking goblins, I got another 20 freaking goblins, I got freaking 7 on the spider, or 8 on the spider, 3 on the chariot. Koopa has a bow, I have a skull splitter. This guy brought 140 shots. Let me take a second here. 140 shots! I am not freaking kidding you. Holy shite. Now, I didn't take pictures of his army just because I wasn't really planning on playing. This was kind of like, I was the ringer, and I was kind of just, and I was trying to make the event go, like, because I'm the TO as well, so I'm trying to make sure everybody's set up, everybody got their stuff, and then I'm just going to go ahead and play. So I didn't take pictures of all his stuff. This is just a glimpse of one of the pictures ahead of time. So, Jake does have, and I do have his army list on, somewhere on his freaking 9th page, but I'm not even going to look it up because I'm that lazy. But Jake does have 2 units of executioners, about like, it looks like 10 or 12 of them. I think it's 10. So 2 units of executioners, 10 wide, or 10 of them total. He has 3 units of, they're not witch elves, they're the other ones, the dancers of Yema, I think they're called. He has 3 blocks of our auxiliaries, so basically elves with crossbows and shields. Now, 2 of them are smaller, and then the third one is a big block that has his bunker for his level 4 and his BSB. He has 2 hydras, he has 3 repeater bolt throwers, and I'm probably missing some stuff, but we'll get there when we get there. Anyways, so that just kind of gives you an idea of how it all looks. Now, for deployment, we're playing attacker defender, and I won the roll off, so I'm going to go ahead and take attacker, and I get this out of the table. And yeah, sorry, I just got a message. It was kind of funny. So I get this out of the table. Now, if you guys don't know what I brought to, on my side, you can kind of figure it out, but if you're really curious, you can check out my first video. I have it all explained out there, which is the Gauntlet round 2. So we're playing attacker defender. We're also playing the scenario where you have the 2 points that you have to secure the objective. I think it's called secure the objective. So what I did was I put my token out first, which was right there by that fort. All right, so it gave him this idea that I'm going to go ahead and take like majority of my stuff on the right side. So he started plotting his shit on the left side, and as he's plotting his shit on the left side, I had a change of heart. I'm gonna be 100% honest with you. I had a change of heart, and I was like, you know what? I'm not really feeling going to the right side. I feel like going to the left side. So I put Koopa, my chariot, my trolls, and my savages all on the left side, where I left all my monsters on the right side. I figured the monsters, 3 monsters, should be able to clear out any side of the table. That's simple. I'm gonna be honest with you. I did leave the level 4 on that side because I figure I need at least 1 unit that has a scoring possibility to take the objective at the end. But I'm hoping the 3 monsters could clear it out. And then on this side, I have the crossbows in the middle. Crossbows are supposed to have free range of line of sight from anybody in the middle, but not really. Anyways, so that's how it looks. And yeah, that's how it looks. So he went ahead, and since I split him up, or since I split up the army, basically, what ended up happening is he started to split up his army. So he has only a couple units on the right side and a couple units on the left side, and then he has his bolt throwers in the middle. Similar setup, but not the same. I do have the flank, so I am up higher than him, so I get a faster moving up, which he's just going to take advantage of his range because he has so many shots. You know, so many shots. Anyways, so we're going to go ahead. This is just showing off the table. Vanguard, here we go. Vanguard, I go ahead and I move up my Wolf Riders behind the freaking building, and then he pops up 5 Raven Cloaks behind that building as well. And they're going to be annoying. They really are going to be annoying. So, yeah, that's how it looks. And we're going to go ahead and start off turn 1. Orcs and Goblins. Turn 1 Orcs and Goblins, I take the first turn. So I go ahead and I move up my Wolf Riders towards his Bolt Throwers. I figure if his Bolt Throwers want to shoot the Wolf Riders, knock yourself out. I figure anybody who wants to shoot the Wolf Riders, knock yourself out. Because that's less shots into my Giants, less shots into my Spider, less shots into everything else, right? Anyways, I go ahead and I just move Koopa up. Koopa's going for a bolt thrower, but I want him to think I'm going for the small blocks. And in all honesty, if Koopa gets a chance to hit one of those strength 3 crossbow units, knock himself out, he could go there too. He's fine to do that. But the chariot is my secret weapon because that thing has a freaking 9-inch move. On Swift Stride, he could freaking ram the crap out of those war machines. Those war machines are unprotected. I'm having the 3 guys just go up. Wolf Boys, Wolf Chariot, and Koopa. Trolls are moving up because Trolls really ain't scared of shit. And yeah, that's how it looks. Anyways, Magic Phase got 7 power dice. I go ahead and I do a Ruby Ring into this unit. It ends up only killing off like 3 guys. Causes a panic though. It does cause a panic. Now, this is one major flaw in his deployment, and I'm gonna give Jake Murphy a lot of credit here. He played a hell of a game, even though he was really drunk. He was really drunk at this point. This is the 3rd game, so he's been drinking the whole day. I'm just giving credit where credit's due. But his BSB is on the other side of the table with the giant group there. So these guys run away, and they run back this way. And I'm fine with that. I mean, that's just less shots at me. I'm going to go ahead and do a Scorching Salvo next. Ends up getting the freaking Raven Cloaks. They behind the building, which is the coolest fucking thing with Scorching Salvo, is it fucking does an aura, so it just hits anybody. It doesn't matter if they're hiding or not, and it gets them behind the building and burns off 2 of them. They panic and they run this way. That's fucking awesome. And I end up doing 1 wound onto the Hydra, the Vessel Hydra, and yeah, and I end up killing off. It looks like a shit ton of fucking executioners too. I might have hit him with the fireball too, or I threw the attribute on them. But I killed off a couple of his sisters there, and then I end up dancers there, and I end up killing off. It looks like 4 or 5 executioners. Holy shit! That was a brutal turn 1, brutal turn 1 magic. But shooting, he actually positioned everybody out of range, so I don't really get to shoot anybody. And it's gonna go ahead and start off turn 1 Dread Elves. Turn 1 Dread Elves. So he's not going to move up too much. He does move with the Hydras. They're not really worried about anything. He doesn't charge anything. But he's going to use all this shooting to an advantage. So that's how it looks. He has that other unit all the way on the right side. The 3rd unit of Dancers of Yema, or Sisters of Slaughter. I'm going to keep calling them Sisters of Slaughter because I don't know their real name. I think it is Dancers of Yema, but these are the ones that get to switch their weapons around. They get like hand weapons, flails, great weapons, whatever, right? So they're the ones with the war banner, so that one could really kind of mess me up just on combat res with the banner, war banner, and then if they do X amount of wounds, whatever, right? Anyways, Magic Phase got 10 power dice. He goes ahead and he tries to do freaking what the hell did he gave his Hydra the Hand of Glory. He has a level 4 of alchemy, or Gift of Glory, or Gift of Gold, or Glory of Gold, something like that. Some new spell that I don't remember the fucking name. That's what it is. Anyways, he gives it to him, which gives him like armor piercing, flaming attacks, something else like that. Anyways, it doesn't matter. I don't even know if it gives flaming attacks, but it's like +1 to hit or +1 to wound. Anyways, but he makes Koopa flammable, and Koopa has a regen, so he's hoping to just hit Koopa hard with flaming shit, so that way I have to freaking take those wounds, right? And he's worried about Koopa because he knows Koopa could be a giant asshole. Anyways, the trolls, he goes ahead and he does, I think, like a what did he do? He did something else, like silver spike into the trolls, but he gave them flammable as well. And then, crap, what the fuck is he doing? I wish I had cards. It was that simple. I wish I had cards. Anyways, man, why is my memory going blank here? This is not like me. Maybe because I'm sick. I'm going to blame it on the fact that I'm sick. Anyways, so he ends up putting up a wound onto my freaking chariot. He ends up doing 2 wounds onto Koopa. I think this is shooting. And then, yeah, he starts shooting like crazy. I think he did a silver spike into Koopa, did 2 wounds. And then I failed the regen. He did do a wound to the chariot. Then he starts shooting all these guys. He has 10 crossbows going into Koopa, and I freaking armor save all 10. He's like, shit. He goes ahead and he does the Hydra into Koopa, and I freaking armor save those. Holy shit. Then he goes ahead and he does all the guys on top with the freaking level 4 shooting at Koopa, and look at all those shots. All those shots into Koopa. And Koopa armor saves all of them, and look at him laugh. You fat fuck, Koopa. You fat fuck. So at this moment, Jake's looking at me like, motherfucking Koopa, he won't fucking die. And I was like, that's what Koopa does. Koopa doesn't die. And he looks at Koopa and he goes, wait a second. He's just a goblin, right? I go, yeah. He goes, I'm gonna fucking kill that chariot. So he uses the bolt thrower. He kills the chariot, shoots the freaking first bolt thrower to hit him, does 2 wounds, shoots, shit. Does he do it? Where is it? I'm gonna have to skip ahead. He shoots it again with another bolt thrower, kills it, causes Koopa to panic, and Koopa fucking runs away. You fat fuck, Koopa! You fat fuck! God damn you! Oh my god. It was going so well. It was going so well. All of a sudden, and this is the fucked up part too, is I actually showed my list to Evil Ash, and I even showed a way to set up my army on the table, and he said, it's a mistake putting Koopa by the chariot, and I knew this. I knew this before I started playing the game that day, and I still ended up doing it. It was a mistake. These guys are going to go ahead and shoot at my spider. They do 1 wound, and going ahead, that's how the table looks. Koopa's running away. The Wolf Riders have a free charge. Yeah, that's about it. Anyways, we're going to go to turn 2, Orcs and Goblins. Turn 2, Orcs and Goblins. The Wolves are going in, charging into the Raven Cloaks. They're going to go ahead and flee off the table, thank God. Then I'm going to go ahead, and I think I even caused a panic on that bolt thrower. I'm going to go ahead and redirect into the bolt thrower. I do, and then I charge from a long distance. Again, I don't have pictures of it. I'm getting rusty at making battle reports, guys. I'm really sorry. I'm really trying. The Space Rock, the Space Chicken, charges into the flank of the Hydra. Boom! Get in like so. Now, I put it all the way up there thinking there's no real tactical reason why I put it up there, but I figured there was one, so it would look cool. So I go all the way onto that edge, and then I go ahead and I use him as chaff, and I move both giants, just march right up into his face over on that side. I let the crossbows turn this way. I left the goblins over there to deal with the rest of the Sisters of Slaughter, and we're going to go to Magic. I got 9 power dice. I go ahead and I do a Fireball. He stops it. I do a Pyroclastic Flow. He stops it, which are the same thing. Then I go ahead and I do something else. I fail it miserably. Then I go ahead and I do another Scorching Salvo, and I get it, and he dispels it. Wow. Holy crap, did he just shut down my magic. Shooting phase. I'm going to go ahead and shoot these 20 gobos into his sisters. I only kill off 2 sisters. And then over here, close combat. Crossbows didn't shoot shit. I think it was because I moved, and long range was just hitting on 7s, and then the other goblins were just way out of range of everything. So close combat here. He ends up doing 2 wounds onto my spider. I go ahead and I swing. I do like 5 wounds, but he regens all of them except for like 1 or 2. And I'm just like, oh shit. So now I have a charge, a flank, and 2 wounds. He rolls the dice. He sticks. Ah, shit. The last thing I wanted, honestly, was to fight another round with this Hydra. I wanted him to run, me chase, I would be in the middle of the table, then I would be able to come around and help out the other side of the table or something like that. Something close to that, basically. But now I'm stuck in combat with the Hydra, and I'm about to get countercharged by everything else. That sucks. Over here, He fucking swings. He kills 2 of my goblins. My 3rd goblin doesn't do shit. Can't wound for the life of him. And he runs away like a pussy. So we're going to go on to turn 2 Dread Elves. Turn 2 Dread Elves. He's charging in here. He's charging in the Dancers and his Executioners and his Crossbows into my damn Space Chicken. He's charging these Sisters into the Giant, which I'm like, okay, I think he fails that charge. Then he charges his Hydra over here into my Trolls. Why did I move my Trolls that far up? I don't know. But he's charging into my Trolls, he's charging the Executioners into my Trolls, and he's charging the Dancers into my Trolls. And I was like, shit, I didn't even notice he could charge all those guys out. But he could. And he gets them all in like so, he gets in like so. Those failed like I told you. Anyways, Magic Face, he got 6 Power Dice. He goes ahead and he does, he tries to do Silver Spike onto my General, and I'm like, just go ahead and do it. So he does it, gets it off, because I need to stop the Quicksilver Lash. Quicksilver Lash on my General is the worst, because he's wounding me on 2s. He does have to re-roll them, but that's just gonna kill my General. My General takes the Silver Spike to the face. Zod doesn't give a fuck. Zod shrugs it off and regens it, or ward saves it, and that's it. Over here, these crossbowmen are going to go ahead and shoot at my Koopa. They actually kill Koopa, motherfucker. Goblins do not panic. Over here, these crossbows start shooting. They start shooting at my General one-shot, single shots. I regen, or I keep saying regen. I ward save both of them. And then over here, close combat. Holy crap. Dancers go, they freaking rack up like 3 more wounds on the spider. The Executioners fluff. I think they might have done 1 more wound. I only have 1 wound remaining before my spider dies, right? So I go ahead and I'm like, you know what? I'm going before the Hydra. If I kill the little girls, oh well, doesn't matter. I gotta kill this Hydra. I have to kill this Hydra. So I roll all my attacks onto the Hydra, all of them. Boom! Take out the Hydra. He fails the regens. I kill it. All right. But now he has a charge. He has a big rear, a big flank, alright? And then he has like 3 wounds to my 4 wounds. I'm down by 5. I am stubborn on the 6. Do I roll it? Hell no, I don't roll it. I fail that son of a bitch. Oh, I did Thunder Stomp these fucks. Fuck these guys. Brock. I killed 4 of these fucks. But I'm going to go ahead and run. He's in a chase. And I run into the building through my crossbows. And he catches me anyways before I even get there. Oh, that sucks. Oh, that really sucks. So, over here, close combat. He ends up doing... I'm not kidding. He does, like, maybe, like, 15 wounds or some shit crazy. I regen save only, like, 6. Alright? He does do a Flaming Breath, if he didn't do it already. Something like that. I forgot. But I end up killing off, like, 5 guys here. Okay? It was a bad choice by me. It was a really, really bad choice. I mean, my regens did not do shit, which really sucks. So my Trolls are going to run. He's going to chase. Now, granted, I'm going to be honest with you. It's smart of him to chase because it allows a unit that's like 500 points. I mean, that unit's 560 points roughly. He's going to kill it, right? But when he chases, it makes the Hydra overrun right into my Savages, which is really, really bad for him. And you'll see why in a second. My turn. Orcs and Goblins turn 3. I think I don't know what I'm doing right now. Anyways, I'm still sick, guys. That's all I'm going to say. So his Dancers are there, and instead of charging them with Zod, I decided to charge them with my Goblins because I had a flank. I had a flank charge into his Dancers. So he's like, shit, so he flees, which is fine. I don't care if he flees. Alright? So I'm going to go ahead, and he goes that way. Then I decide to charge Zod in, because why not? Zod charges, or the Goblins charge into the flank of the Executioners, they flee. Zod charges both of them, they flee even further. And I'm just like, well, fuck it, let them get away. Let them get away. I don't really care, hopefully I could catch one, but they rolled a ridiculous number. They're all the way on the other side of the table. Clears off my side of the table. Oh well. Doesn't really do me any bonuses, because they're closer to their General and BSB, but, it was, if he didn't flee, I would have had some nice flank charges. Anyways, Savages are in combat. I think the Giants charged at some shit on the other side, but I didn't have pictures of it. Magic Face got 9 power dice. Go ahead and I do a Ruby Ring, kills off 1 guy. Then I go ahead and I try to do Scorching Salvo, he stops it. I try to do Pyroclastic Flow, he stops it. I try to do Cascading Fire, he stops it. Motherfucker. Shooting Phase, I'm gonna shoot these guys into the freaking the crossbows, and I kill off fucking 6 of them. Holy shit! Holy fucking shit, goblins! Wow! Anyways, crossbows finally decided to start shooting shit. No, they really don't. They don't shoot shit. Anyways, over here, close combat. I did charge both units with my giant here that were closer. These are the sisters. They only do 1 wound onto each giant. My giants freaking tear them up. They kill off like 5 or 6 of them or whatever. They're gonna run. I'm gonna chase on purpose because I'm hoping to cause panics and get into something else in combat. And I overrun like so. Basically, I have it where they ran. I caught the girls. There's 2 executioners left, and I was hoping to hit those crossbows, but I didn't. I failed by 1 inch, just 1 inch, not even an inch. It was like a half an inch. I only needed like a 4, and I rolled like a 3. Anyways, over here, close combat. Woo-wee. His Hydra, I think just dies. Does it just die? Let's see. I'm going to skip ahead to see if it just does die. I think his Hydra killed like 1. Yeah, I didn't take pictures of it for some reason. His Hydra did like a couple wounds, okay? It did a few wounds, okay? But by the time I had 3 ranks and a banner, and I think I did like a wound or 2, I won combat. Even though he charged me, I won combat, and it runs, and I have to chase. But since it ran and it's basically directly on, I run towards the direction that he's in, and he's like, oh shit. So this giant savage train is going towards his main bunker now, and it's gonna go ahead and start off turn 3. Dread Elves. Turn 3 Dread Elves, he goes in, he basically moved everybody back a couple inches. He's not trying to get, he rallied those guys, of course, but he's trying not to get attacked because he realizes I'm in his side already. So he goes into Magic Phase. Magic Phase gets 8 power dice. Now, as you can see, his BSB and his Wizard are outside the unit now because they are trying not to get charged by a Savage block that's going right into their main bunker. There's like, it's pretty much unavoidable. The Savages are going into his main bunker. He really doesn't have chaff. I'm going to go ahead and just destroy him soon. So he's going to go ahead and use magic. He goes ahead. The first spell he does, he gets double 6s. I don't remember what it was. It was, I think it was Quicksilver Lash. And I was like, fuck, go ahead. So how many hits does he get? He gets 2 hits, 2 wounds, and I fucking ward save them both. Oh my god, he does a silver spike, he gets double 6s again! And he blows up his wizard! Shit! Oh, and Zod ward saved that one too! Fucking Zod, man. Fucking Zod. Killed his wizard without even trying. I'm giving those points to Zod. Oh my god, that right there was a huge swing already. I was having this big wave coming up and going in my favor, but that just pushed it over the edge by him just blowing his wizard up, because now I don't have to worry about magic. I don't have to worry about him dispelling. Alright, over here, shooting. He's going to shoot his 4 crossbows into my bows. They kill off 1. His sisters are getting really close, more close comfort than I want. Over here, these crossbows are going to start shooting at my goblins. They kill off 2. And then he starts shooting everything he can into the savages, but he only kills off 5 of them. And like I said, those savages moved up right in front of his face, so they're going to come into the next round. He starts using, I think this is actually... No, there's more shooting. So he started shooting the rest of the crossbows, or the bolt throwers, into the savages. He kills off a couple more savages. As you can see, I only have like 2 or 3 ranks left of savages. But now, as you can see, my giant has free charge into the war machines. The other giant's going to kill those crossbows. Zod has free charge into something as well as the savages, obviously. But my Wolf Rider is still alive, by the way. He's inside the forest, as you can see. He's been fleeing the whole time, but he's inside that forest. And my whole goal is, maybe if I start covering his body with dead bodies, he won't notice that he's there. Now, I say that like I'm a sneaky bastard, but I actually did say that out loud in front of Jake, so that way he knows that I'm not really being dirty player. I'm just joking around. But anyways, we're gonna go into turn 4, Orcs and Goblins. Here he goes. I'm charging in. Now, not only am I charging in, I'm calling out the Wog, so I got a +1 movement. I better not fucking miss this charge. Alright? Charging in my savages, charging in Zod. We're gonna fucking ram the fuck out of that Repeater Auxiliary unit. Alright? Charging the giants in, like I said. Now the giant, he's movement 6. That's 10 inches away. All I need is a 4. Okay, the other giant's an auto win, and I decided to move the crossworks this way to help out the goblins. My wolf rallies. These guys made it in. Boom! Boom! Alright, that's awesome. Magic phase, I got 6 power dice. There's an ambulance. Alright. And I decided to use all my magic to fuck up these sisters right here, because these sisters are in my way. They're gonna fuck me up. So I go ahead and I try to do some fireballs. He stops it. I freaking do like 4 dice onto some other spell, just like an asshole, and I fucking roll like shit. And so now we're going to go to shooting phase. Shooting phase, I'm going to shoot everything I have into these guys. Every fucking thing I have. And I only kill, well, I actually kill 5 of them. 5 of them, they do not panic. Man. Over here, I'm going to shoot these guys into his crossbows on that side. Kill off a couple of them. I end up killing off 4 of them. Holy shit. I do have the skull splitter in that unit, so that does help out. But I kill off 4 of them. And then over here, close combat, this giant just like and just tears apart the repeaters. The other giant failed his fucking charge. He only needed a 4. He rolls a 3. Are you fucking kidding me? So that fucks me. Those war machines have been dodging a bullet since the beginning of the game. Holy crap. Now, I'm not gonna lie, this is only like table or turn 3. Everybody else is done. Everybody else is done, and they're like, why are you guys still playing? And I'm like, well, fuck it, I'm the TO and this is the last game of the day. We're gonna keep playing. I don't care if we timed out. But I realized after me and Jake talked about this, because we couldn't figure it out, we could not figure out why our game was lasting so long. But you gotta think, we have close combat, we have a lot of shooting. He's doing 140 shots every turn, so that's a lot of dice he's rolling every turn. And I'm doing 80 shots every turn, so that's a lot of dice I'm rolling. And I just think the amount of dice we're rolling for shooting armies was just taking a long time. We're only on turn 3. Everybody else is done. Holy crap. Anyways, but as you can see, yeah, so close combat, my giant wins, giant kills them, they start running towards the edge of the table, they don't run off the table, which sucks because now I have to chase, or he's going to have to rally and I'm going to have to chase, which doesn't really give me opportunity with that giant. It's going to go ahead and start off turn 4, I believe. So, yeah, it's his turn. Turn 4, Dread Elves. So he does have the objective on this side at the moment. He does have 1 guy hiding behind the building, or 2 guys hiding behind the building. He does have these girls coming up. I have to kill his... I mean, they only have like 3 in that unit, 1 in that unit, 3 in that unit. There's not many bodies, and I have 40 guys standing there. I can fuck these guys up. I just need the opportunity. So he's going to charge in, and I'm like, well, fuck it. I can stand and shoot. I stand and shoot. I think I only kill 1. Or I don't even kill any. That sucks. That really, 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 really sucks. Over here, he just shoots me. He fucking shoots me to pieces. He fucking shot up like 5 wounds onto my giant, or 4 wounds onto my giant. The Chia Pet's sitting there just taking damage like a bastard. And then over here, I did flee. No, I didn't flee. I did kill 1. He won combat, even though he has like a charge banner, war banner. I think I just have a rank I'm steadfast on like a leadership 6. I run. He's chasing, and basically they're just going to run off the table eventually. Over here, close combat, Zod just... I mean, I don't even think I have a picture of the combat with the other unit. I think we got into combat, and I didn't take a picture of the damage. But basically, Zod and the Savages ripped apart the freaking unit of crossbows. Zod overruns into these sisters, kills the sisters by himself, and Zod continues to overrun, facing just his BSB, basically. And he overruns this way, and I overrun like 12 inches or some shit crazy, and I get into the BSB, and I'm going to kill that fucker too. Savages, just like I said, destroyed his fucking guys here, but he flank charged with his executioners. So the executioners in my flank, he does 3 wounds. I'm steadfast, even though he has, I have 1 extra rank. That's it. And I have a banner rank, and I think I might have done like a wound or 2. But he ends up winning because he has a charge, big flank, yeah, and then 3 wounds. Steadfast, I stick, I turn around, I turn my Savages this way. Zod is just barely at 12 inches, which is fine. It's going to go ahead and start off Orcs and Goblins turn 5. Orcs and Goblins turn 5. Oh my god, this giant He only needs 3 inches to charge in. And I roll snake eyes. What the fuck is wrong with you, Giant? What the fuck is wrong with you? Are your balls dragging you down? Why do you not want to get into the war machine, Giant? Why? The other Giant chases the guys off the table. My goblins do not rally. Yeah. Anyways, Magic Phase got 6 power dice. Doesn't do shit because my wizard's running, so I don't know why I took a picture of it. Shooting Phase, gonna shoot these fucks into those crossbows. Kill off more crossbows. These goblins are accurate as fuck. Kill off a shit ton of crossbows. That unit had maybe 14 guys or 10 guys. I don't remember how many. It looked like 14. I think it was 14. I'll look it up later. But there's only 5 of them left. From bows shooting at him. Over here, Zod just fucks up his BSB. Zod is just on a rampage. And my Giant finished off that unit up there. And it turns around this way. I'm like, oh, this is awesome. Now I have 2 Giants. I'm going to be able to just charge, overrun. But I got to last 2 rounds of shooting. Over here, close combat, he ends up killing off 3 of my guys. I end up killing off 1 or 2 of his, but now I'm steadfast with just 5 guys. And I'm gonna stick again, and it's gonna go ahead and start off turn 5. Murphy. Turn 5, he charges these guys to throw my goblins off the table, and he catches me anyways. He does Shooting Phase, because there's no more magic. Shooting Phase is gonna shoot my Giant, kills my Giant. Okay, that one we expected to die. But then all of a sudden he shoots the other Giant, and he gets 4 fucking wounds, and I failed all 4 ward saves. God damn it! And he kills the fucking Shadow Behemoth. This is your fault, Chia Pet. This is your fault. If Chia Pet would have got into that fucking bolt thrower in the first place, overran into the next bolt thrower, Shadow Behemoth would have been alive. But you do not want your brother to live. You wanted your brother to die, and you both died at the same fucking time. God damn it. Over here, close combat, he's still killing my savages. Those fucking executioners are assholes. I end up killing off 1 or 2 more of his executioners. I have a banner, a wound. I think he runs finally. I think he might have ran. We'll find out in a second. Anyways, he either runs or I end up killing the unit, but I only have 1 guy left at the end of this. So, turn 6. Orcs and Goblins. Zod is coming into the backside of those fucks, and he's like, son of a bitch. As you notice, there is 1 objective token right there. 1 objective token right there. So Zod's going to clear off this side and make sure he doesn't get that objective. And Zod gets in. Boom! Over here, the crossborks. All they got to do, all they have to do is kill his Sisters of Slaughter. If I could kill those last Sisters of Slaughter, he cannot claim that objective. So I shoot. I need 3 wounds. I do 2. Not the sisters, this guy. This guy right here. The crossman, bros. I do 2 wounds. I did not do that 3rd fucking wound. It's an open field, guys! There's no fences, there's no forest, there's nobody's freaking blocking them. You're fucking orcs with crossbows. You shoot this fucker, he's dead. But no, you cannot shoot him. You cannot kill the last guy. Turn 6, Murphy. He walks at 1 guy's happy ass over to the objective, and those 2 remaining guys count as scoring units and collect the objectives over my orc blocks. I have 20 orcs there. He has 2 guys, and he gets the fucking objective. What kind of sorcery is this shit? My God. Zod, of course, killed his guy. Zod's just like, Zod is on a fucking rampage. Like I said, over here, I did kill the guy. He shot all his bolt throwers into my savages. I have 1 savage remaining, and that savage sticks there. And, yeah, that's how the table looks. As you can see, my wolf is surrounded by dead bodies. He did not shoot my wolf. But in fairness, I don't think he would have shot my wolf based on the current threats. And I started just leaving my dead bodies on the table. And even after this game, we were like, fuck this, we're just gonna leave all our dead shit out there. We did. Murphy left his dead shit all on the table all night till the next morning. And the next morning we came in, all his dead guys are still in the same dead spots. Oh my god. Anyways, the dojo is awesome for letting us play there this tournament. This tournament was a fun tournament. The score. So, the score would have been, I believe, a 13-7 before the objective. If I would have got the objective, it would have been a 16-4. But since Murphy got the objective with those two fucking guys, it was a total of 10-10. So we played a very long game, a very long, drawn-out, bloody game to get a 10-10. But you know what? It was a hell of a lot of fun. I think this was probably my funnest match of the whole tournament, and partially because of the fact that Murphy was drunk. I mean, Murphy being drunk was pretty funny to see what his reactions were. But that's basically how it went. Personally, MVP is Zod. Zod will fucking people up. I mean, the Savages really did fight like his repeater crossbows, his executioners, the Hydra. The Savages probably killed more, but Zod killed his BSB and his wizard without even trying. Zod on the table caused his wizard to blow up. And not only that, the next game he played in round 4, he blew up his wizard again. Oh my god. Anyways, I played the trolls like a dumbass, but it actually ended up in my benefit. The Chia Pet really pissed me off. Chia Pet was probably the #1 reason I didn't get a better score. And not having Swiss Stride on the charge really sucks. I mean, the Spider usually handles shit like that, but I really didn't have a chance. Anyways, so I did get to play one more game in round 4. After round 4, somebody else dropped, and now since I was the ringer, I sat out on round 5. So I will get round 4 up as soon as I can. I've been trying to work on it at work, but I've been really busy. You guys got to understand, January's the busiest time in the gym because everybody's on New Year's resolution. So it's February. I still have blowback from January, so I'm trying to work on managing my time. But at the same time, I'm barely, like, this tournament, I'm going to be 100% honest with you guys, this tournament really was a good morale boost for my brother and myself because we really enjoyed our games. We really enjoyed having a fun time with the guys, with everybody who showed up, you know, Len and Jake and Jeremy and Ian and Tom from the UK and Jeff and Fergus, everybody who showed up. I know I'm missing a lot of names there, but guys, don't think that I don't care. Nick Hugel, Nick Creep, as you guys know him. Everybody who showed up. It was such a fun game that I'm like, it put us in the right mindset to want to play again, and that's something that's really important. The 1.3 rules really kind of demoralized a lot of our players, and to top it off, this is at a Dice Dojo tournament. All the dojo guys, there's only like maybe a couple guys who showed up out of like 8 or 9. There was only like maybe 2 or 3 that showed up. So it really did kind of like the 1.3 rules really did do a devastating hit, but the fun times with my friends, that's why I'm playing this game, and that's what happened, and I'm glad that I got a game in. That being said, I'm still looking for some Mexican players for Team Mexico. If you guys know anybody who might be of Mexican heritage, send them my way. I'm looking for some Mexican players, and I would like to hear back from you guys. I hope you enjoyed this. I said Zod is the MVP. I'll be rolling credits right now. You'll be able to see how many points everybody's earning. The first points, the one that is obviously the lower numbers, the points they earned this game. The ones that are in the parentheses are the cumulative for 2 games. Alright, guys, I will talk to you later. See you next time. Take care and peace.